First of all, there's nothing worse than dancing without rhythm. Whatever you're doing, make sure at least you can follow a simple beat, and I'll show you, of course, what it is in a second. You want to follow what's called a snare drum, which usually in each song it sounds like a snap or a clap, and I'll show you where to find it here. Can you hear it?
Never understand the things that we want.
Sometimes it goes like in and out, but it's usually very steady. Now I'm going to show you how to actually do the steps, the dance moves to the beat. This is what I want you to know. Like usually kids are embarrassed when their mom or their parent is trying to do those like trendy moves, like popular, famous moves. That is always a little bit cringe. Fortunately, my mom, she's moving pretty well. Usually like you want to avoid doing those like popular moves, or I know a lot of times it's like when moms try to be sexy and move the hips, although I'll show you how to do it and look good in a second. But yeah, simple steps. So let's say you don't have dance experience. We're going to start with something simple, and I'll give you a lot of different options, so I'm sure you'll find something for yourself. But take a simple two-step. I'm going to change it up because this one honestly is like a little bit boring after a while. Everyone knows this one. We're going to, when bringing the feet together, you're going to give it a little hip. So there's still an accent with the hip, but it's still, you know, graceful. It still looks nice. What happens here is when the feet get close, I touch the floor with like the ball of the foot, and I press the floor to lift the hip. For now, you can exaggerate it. You can make sure you're like feeling it, but it's just going to be a little accent, like very brief, and we'll put it on the beat that we just identified. So it doesn't look like you're doing much with the hips, but still it gives this movement like the smoothness. If you don't want to move the hips, let's change the two-step into a little bit of a groovy version. We're going to do it twice in the same direction. So very simple. Again, you don't need to have a lot of dance experience to do it. You're going open, close, and you just repeat it. And again, we'll match it to the beat in a way where whenever the feet are together, you're going to hear that snap sound. We have 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2. One thing to remember is that don't bring the feet too wide, because then it's easy to look ridiculous. Keep the steps small. You're just walking like in one direction, then you switch. And to make this movement look better, I want you to keep the torso relaxed, arms are relaxed, and let them do whatever they want to do. So depending on the song that's playing, you're going to kind of groove with it. I don't want to give you like something very specific, because then those movements will look robotic, like forced. So see what works for you. You can maybe do a little, like a snap, just not like too many times, because that won't look good. From time to time, or sway the body side to side. It doesn't matter which direction. So there's more movement, you know, up here, so it's not so rigid. But yeah, this is more of a groovy movement. The first one was more smooth, we added the hips. This one, we're just grooving to the music, so very basic. The next one, this one will be a little bit more out there, but at this point, you won't care if you're embarrassing your kids or not. So there will be a little bit more footwork here. We're gonna go open, cross, open, together. 1, 2, 1, 2, just like that. So we have a specific pattern, but I will show you at the end of this video how to kind of mix it in with other moves so it looks amazing. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm always crossing in the back. Notice you want to be able to put the weight on the foot that goes back. It's not just a touch, because that will mess you up. You're gonna stumble over your feet. You have to, each time the foot touches the floor, you're putting weight on it. And I want you to do the same thing with the upper body as we did before. So see if you can twist. Doesn't matter which way, the body will guide you. Like, it will be weird to twist kind of against it, against the foot that's going back, so you probably will follow it. So don't think about it, just let the torso go wherever it wants to go. Same thing with the arms, loosely bent, snapping from time to time. And you're just enjoying this one, having fun with this one. Like, you can experiment, you can make it your own, but usually it's a nice transitional movement. And after I show you the movements, stick around because I will show you how to make each one look way better. So the last option, this one I wanted to be sexy. At this point, tell your kids to close your eyes and just do your thing because we need some variety. We're going to mix the two-step with a hip roll. So let me break down the hip roll. We're going to go front, side, back, side. It doesn't matter which direction, so just pick one, and then we connect those 4 points around, and of course we'll match it with the footwork in a second, but this is just a smooth hip roll. So then when I walk to the side, with each step I'm going to do one roll, then other side, roll and roll. This one is a little bit more advanced, so let me know if you need more help with this one. But essentially, I'm only rotating the hips in one direction. Doesn't matter if my feet go this way or that way. I don't change where I rotate the hips, the pelvis, but feel free to experiment, see what's easier for you. But again, let's go this way. We have roll, then roll, then roll, then roll, and again, step and roll, step and roll, step and roll, step and roll. So it's a little bit more challenging, but I feel like it will look good. And it's not, it's not like exaggerated. We're not dropping to the floor with this one. It still looks elegant and graceful. Let me show you how to do them with the music.
Understand the things that we want, but you keep coming back. I want love you don't know, so why are you here? Yeah, I should take it back so that you don't know where my heart is at. Don't want you to know my love is lost. Well, there's only one thing left to do. My heart is breaking, wanting you, so I'll say goodbye. Let's put the sun back.
I think the moves where you look like you're enjoying yourself, they always look best. So if you look like you're feeling happy when you're dancing, you're smiling, you're into the song, you're just enjoying yourself, that's not embarrassing. That's actually something that people want to see. So I help plenty of moms in my online program. Actually, you can see Anna here, and she's a grandma and she's dancing like that. So you can literally do any movements you want. You can look as sexy as you want. Don't let the fear of judgment from others stop you from just expressing yourself. And if you want more help with becoming that person who can just really dance without feeling self-conscious at any party, feel free to apply to my online program. I work with adults approaching 30 or over 30 who always struggled with learning how to dance, people who notice that it has been impacting their social life, their self-confidence, their inability to dance, and they just want to fix it once and for all. So if you want to learn with my unlimited feedback, guidance, every step along the way through the entire process, book a consultation and let's get you started. And I will see you guys in my next video. Let me know if you want me to create more videos like that, where I help moms, dads, whoever, specifically to be able to enjoy themselves dancing. I'm going to see you next time. Bye.